Hello, I'm Trevor Stratz, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about the cycle of poverty. So, growing up in a traditional family, I had an oversimplified perception of poverty throughout my childhood. I always have felt empathy for the poor since a young age, but simultaneously, I maintained that simplistic mindset that people were poor because of their own doing. I always told myself, yeah, that must be rough, but then again, it's their fault. They flunked out of school. They got into drugs. They were lazy. Or they just didn't work hard. They. Each time I rationalized these injustices, the end result was always a mistake on their part. Because we all have equal opportunity, right? Right? No, not at all. I came to realize during my social justice class this year at Bellarmine that in fact, it is a mistake to view poverty this way. In finding solutions to the massive problem of poverty, it is imperative that the word they be replaced by the word we. Breaking the cycle of poverty is a complicated issue that demands the attention of everyone. I recall earlier this year, during my initial introduction to the cyclical nature of poverty, my teacher provided me with an example of a classic high school student to showcase how difficult the cycle was to break. Most of us are aware that education up to 12th grade is provided for all American citizens by the government, and although these benefits are equally provided for the American youth, anything having to do with the word equal stops right there. On the surface, it appears all the students are placed in a meritocracy, all running the same race to the same finish line. And although the finish line is universally the same, the road remains largely dependent on family income. To begin, statistics show that the amount of money your parents earn determine a crucial aspect of the college application, that being your standardized test scores. Resources such as test tutoring and prep books align high scores with high incomes. According to the College Board, their SAT statistics show that students from families earning more than $200,000 a year average a combined score of 1714, while students from families earning under $20,000 a year average a combined score of 1326. Besides standardized testing resources, impoverished students do not enjoy the luxury of journeying through secondary school without great distraction and outside problems. In my personal life, I can come home after practice to a quiet desk and work. I have a printer, computer, unlimited school supplies, and parents with college degrees who are available to help. On the other hand, a student from a lower income family would be at a great disadvantage as he or she might not have the technology and supplies nor their own room and a quiet area to work. More importantly, without financial stability at home, many impoverished students must prioritize contributing money to their family by working. This takes attention and time away from schoolwork that more affluent kids would not have to deal with. Time and time again, we hear the key to breaking the cycle of poverty is through education. And while this is true, the very basic education provided today is not enough to make a global difference. Years ago, during the times of our parents, a high school diploma was meaningful, and one could reasonably expect to receive a salary job after successfully completing the 12th grade. Today, our world looks completely different. In order to have any hope of finding a well-paying job, one must obtain a college degree. In other words, a 1983 high school degree is equivalent to a 2016 college degree. This fact translates to sinking hope and optimism from the poor. If college is practically a requirement to be successful, and income isn't high to begin with, how can they expect to pay off their thousands of dollars in debt after coming out of the university? As the debt piles up, the bills become harder to pay, income is often scarce, and the cycle, even with a college degree, continues on. With all this knowledge acquired through this class about the necessary focus on providing educational resources that go beyond the basics, I wanted to make a difference. A few months back, I began volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club of East Palo Alto. There, students are given access to safe, comfortable environments to get work done. SAT and ACT prep courses are available as well as tutors for just about every subject. It is a place where education is prioritized. From first grade to graduation, these kids are given resources and support to focus on school and stay away from outside trouble. I believe investing in foundations such as the Boys and Girls Club and making college more affordable are two real and possible solutions to breaking the cycle of poverty. This summer, as I intern there, I hope to learn more about what we can do as a society to solve our nation's most heartbreaking problem. Thank you.